what I have to say about that, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. That was excellent. So based on what you just talked about, interdimensional beings pulling and using maybe consciousness to bring energy towards them, as opposed to being in a physical reality like we are, where we need technology still to be able to manipulate the energy until our frequency is high enough. Is that what the government uses jump gates or portals for? And is a jump gate and a portal how we actually got to the moon, not by rocket ship?
Your present technology has advanced a great deal. Back in the year of the trip to the moon, it was sophisticated, but not really that good. You people are still using liquid and solid fuel for space exploration. You are tinkering with anti-gravity. And many of those UFOs that come to your planet Earth have used anti-gravity. They have used nuclear fusion, nuclear fission. They have also used antimatter as a means of propulsion. Rocket was sent to the moon. Although many people will say that that was all a hoax. And there is evidence that proves that it is a hoax. It was a hoax. It always will be. And on the other hand, there is evidence that it was all real. And I say that because there are alien bases on the moon. And if you had a base or a home and someone approached your home, you consider them an intruder. Would you not tell them, stay away, don't come back here again, or I will hurt you? Yes, of course you would. Same thing with those aliens on the moon. Aliens, as you call them. I call them just people. Sky people. Sky gods, whatever you want to call them. There are portals all around your planet Earth, and they are used for various reasons. Vanishing civilizations, you have used those portals to transport themselves into another dimension out of your present physical dimension. We Mayans did that. Incans did that. Many civilizations have done that. Your government is playing with things they don't understand. Let me put it this way. They need to grow up because they are all acting like children at this point in time. And the more they play with matches, the more opportunities they will have to burn their fingers. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
That is what I have to say about that. Thank you.
Sure. But doesn't it all go hand in hand with the layers of the narrative of this whole storyline? For example, we have to show that we're traveling with these rockets that are really just wastes of billions of dollars because the technology is kind of for show. But then in underground bases, they're using jump gates to get to Mars, Venus, the moon, and they're able to travel there whenever they choose to, if they have access to the technology in these clandestine corporations and underground bases. Is that correct?
Yes, if they have access to all of that stuff, yes. Jump gates is a new term for portal.
Right, right.
So I would like to say portal instead of jump gate. Because, well, never mind. Just portal is good enough for now, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. And so with regard to portals and this technology that a lot of people are asking about, is that partly how interdimensional beings access through these portals? And is this something that we as a collective can send love to these portals to make sure that only positive energy is coming through them, or does it not matter?
It really does not matter because what comes through them will be what comes through them.
Excellent.
Now, your government and your scientists people are also tinkering around with the idea of exploring what you call outer space. There is no outer space. All space is here and now. It is my hope and wish, and I know hope leaves room for failure, but it is my hope and my wish that they all stay home and enjoy a nice lunch and watch television and forget about conquering or traveling to and or through outer space and finding other civilizations. Camps on the moon, camps on the Mars, how long is it going to take for people to trash those also, just like your planet Earth? Thank you.
Thank you. I get what you're saying. Like, why leave Earth and go somewhere else to trash it when we can clean up our own planet and give love and attention to Mother Earth? And I get that too. But then you also hear people saying that to get to an intergalactic species, you have to, have intergalactic space travel and all of these check boxes. So maybe that's just a false narrative as well. And like you said, focusing on Mother Gaia, sending her love and helping her heal, and just keeping ourselves in the highest frequency in the now is where the power, our most powerful selves are.
Yes, if people were to do that and forget about the idea of interplanetary exploration, things would be so much better on and for your planet Earth.
So it really goes back to Earth because we're part of its consciousness, and we're kind of like fleas on a dog, even though we are special divine beings outside our physical bodies. But it really comes down to loving and appreciating Earth and nature, which is the frequency of God or source. But we always get outside of that by looking elsewhere instead of really just going in our backyard, spending that time in the moment with our family in the now creative story that we're in, because that's where it's almost like a distraction. Let's go out of here. Let's go do this. So how can we as a collective, because I'd say what 89% of the population is awakened right now, or you can correct me on that, please. But how can we help more people realize that everything you need is within you, and to focus on what we can do right now to help Earth and its consciousness?
People have to discover that for themselves. There can be those speakers, wise people, gurus, everybody else talking about how you can raise your consciousness like everyone else and really take care of yourself and your planet Earth and have a happier life. People need to do that by themselves by, first of all, taking a breath, stepping backward one step, look at their life and figure out how they would like their life to be. Once they are able to do that, then they will have an idea of how to use their present and future consciousness to create that life. If I were to advise people and scientists and your government and everyone else, I would say, go in your backyard. Go for a walk in nature. Forget about conquering space. You people need to learn how to take care of yourself and everyone else. You need to take care of each other. Have compassion, have love for each other before thinking about going into outer space and finding other civilizations, because many of them don't want you to find them, because they know that people on your planet Earth are still warlike. And it'll be a long time before people get out of that state of mind. But it can be done by looking at your life. How is it? Is it serving you? We have talked about this already. People need to understand they have the power to change their consciousness if and when and how they want to. But too many people are afraid of power. They just fear power. But they need to understand that they are the power. And if you are something, you cannot fear yourself unless you have not yet discovered yourself. And if you have not yet discovered yourself, look in a mirror and look into your eyes and ask, what is your purpose in being alive? Ask that to your reflection in the mirror. You will have an answer immediately. Then you will begin to understand, yes, that you are the power. And yes, you have the ability to change your consciousness, to raise it if you want to. Thank you.
I love that. That's beautiful. So the Mayans, the Incas, as you had said earlier, they had talked about this earth split happening and there being two types of earths. One, that would be one trajectory, one on another trajectory. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
That is a possibility, but I would not put any money into the bank on that one. You are talking about non-physical reality. And in non-physical reality, there are two Earths, two moons, two Saturns, two universes, two of everything, two of you, two of all people. In speaking about splitting the Earth, one has to exist in a non-physical state of being to understand what it is really all about. And what it is really all about is understanding how to split consciousness, because your Earth is consciousness. Once it splits itself out of a need to split itself, then you will have your two Earths. Many people will say, well, this has been going on for a long time. Two Earths have been existing. Split Earth has been existing for a long time. Yes, as an idea. And as everything else, all are ideas. Take the idea of the split Earth and use it within yourself and split your consciousness by using the idea of the split Earth. And the reason you might want to split your consciousness is to allow you to exist as a physical human being and to experience yourself in a different dimension of your present reality at the same time. It is just like being awake and sleeping and dreaming at the same time. That might be what you want to accomplish in your lifetime. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, I feel like I do that, but that's just because I'm always in la la land in two different worlds and feel like you can create anything if you can imagine it, because your imagination is a preview to life's coming attractions and you're a divine creator and free will can trump all. So no matter how high the archangel is or God or whatever it is, your free will still has the ability to trump anything. And we are part of source. So we are divine creators. And I get that. I just heard you say, though, in this talk that there's two moons, and I'd heard that somewhere else. How come we can't see it? Why? What is going on that we only see what we see?
Because you are on your physical planet Earth. I was talking about splitting the Earth in another dimension, in a non-physical dimension where there exists two Earths, two moons, two Saturns, two universes, two galaxies, and all the rest. You cannot see that because you are focused in and upon your physicalness on your planet Earth. This is why you cannot see it. But in your dream time, you might just be able to do that. So maybe suggest to yourself that when I dream again, I will be able to enter that dimension in which there are two moons, two Earths, and two of everything else, and two of me. Try it.
Thank you. That was awesome. Is dreaming basically the fourth dimension? I know you don't like numbers, but is it the astral plane where basically we're non-physical and we're going to sleep and our consciousness is joining, where it's where the Akashic records are? Is that correct or no?
First of all, the Akashic records exist within every individual. They are not some thing floating out in space with drawers that you pull open and check files on people. They exist within people. This is a part of the subconscious and the higher conscious minds of, about, and within and with people, a part of their identity. Anyone can get in touch with the Akashic records anytime they would like to. They can use their dreams to do that, but I like to call dreams the real reality, and your waking reality the dream. Dreams provide you with the opportunity to be without anything, but with everything. That might sound a bit convoluted, but I tell people, when you have nothing, you have everything. You have every opportunity to do what you want, be how you want, establish what you want, create what you want, and all the rest. In your dreams, you are without your physicalness, but you have 100% of your consciousness working full time. Too many times, as you are awake, your consciousness becomes dull, and you sleep while you are awake, and you don't know it. If I were to advise people, I would say, practice having your dreams become a part of your real reality. Practice that. And as you are awake and functioning in your daily routine, imagine that you are in a dream. And imagine you have full access to your dream. And imagine you can do literally anything you want to in this dream. Practice doing that. You will begin to see a nice big change in your physical reality, because all of the nonsense will begin to fall away. All of the negatives will begin to fall away, or they can, if you allow them to. And all of the silliness from governments and people and gurus and smart people and seers and all the rest. Everyone has a story, and all of those stories will begin to fall away. And the only story that will exist is your story, which is the one that counts. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you. Can I ask you another question?
One more. Thank you.
Okay. What is the Galactic Federation or the Alliance, and are they helping us in other dimensions while we're here down on Earth fighting some sort of war?
You people are fighting a self-war. You are all, most of you, not all of you, most people are fighting a war with themselves. That translates as their reality. And then in their reality, they see other people fighting wars. And it is like the domino effect. They all fall, put them all in place, touch one, and they all fall down. Everything follows along, all the way up to your governments and beyond. You can call ETs anything you want to. Galactic Federation, that will be fine. I don't care for labels or categories, but yes, they are, let me put it this way, behind the scenes, helping you people to get intelligent about what you are doing. Intelligence is a good thing. It can provide you with wisdom. But people need to understand that that wisdom is already inside of them, in their consciousness. Wake up. Stop sleeping. wake up. And as you people say, wake up and smell the coffee, a nice term. And that just means realize who, what, and why you really are. Once you do that, you will have everything you can imagine in its proper timing.